This is a far cry from your typical postcard image of, surfers on a palm-fringed white sand beach. It's exotic in its own way. It's a remote beach in the middle of nowhere with good surf, and the wildlife we have around here as well is pretty awesome. Because it's so wet here, most of these forests have been growing without forest fires, and this is all virgin forest, so it's never been logged either. So it's been sort of left up to its own devices for basically the last 10,000 years. And it's part of the image that some of the local surfers have sort of tried to portray. It's rugged wilderness surfers, they're Davy Crockett's of the surfing world in the Canadian sense, with big beards and plaid shirts. I think there's a lot of crossover from the snowboard culture in Canada. As snowboarding's popularity really increased in this country, I think that a lot of that spilled over into surfing. If you live in the mountains, you don't have waves, you go snowboarding, but essentially all of those other sports have started with surfing. Wetsuits have gotten to the point now where it's really quite comfortable out there, really at any time of year. It's cold here in the winter, but relative to other parts of this country, it's not all that cold. We're the most temperate place in Canada. There's only a 10 degrees Celsius temperature variance between winter and summer, and our water temperature is more or less the same year round. So we wear the same wetsuit regardless of the time of year. We average sort of between 8 and maybe 12 degrees Celsius in terms of water temperatures. And if you have the right gear, if it's in good condition and it fits you well, you don't get cold out there. You could be surfing for 3 or 4 hours, even in January and February, and you come in because you're tired and hungry, not because you're cold.
People dream of coming up to a place, finding that new undiscovered spot. The fact that we have these big kilometer-long beaches with all perfect sand makes it just the safest place I know of. You don't have to worry about rocks and reef, but we still have all the big facilities. Then you also have, looking around the corner, you can see that there's just empty trees, and that national park isn't going anywhere. It's always going to look like that.
I've been surfing here in Tofino for about 14 years. I originally came just for the summer to learn to surf, and then I just got addicted and never left. You gotta love this town. I mean, it's beautiful. There's no place in the world I'd rather be. Compared to places like Hawaii and California, the water's still relatively uncrowded. The sport itself only came to Canada maybe around 30 years ago, and it's gained so much in popularity and momentum, and part of that is due to just the equipment. Tofino was actually just recently named one of the top surfing towns in the world, and I think that's partly due to the beauty of the town, also due to the fact that we do have waves year-round. A lot of surf destinations only have waves in certain seasons, but we're fortunate that we can surf year-round here in Tofino. It's wild. It sort of blows my mind sometimes that people wait until they get all the way to Canada to learn to surf for the first time. Tons of Europeans, tons of people from like Brazil. But I mean, it is absolutely beautiful here. There's a lot of surfing resources and outlets. It's a really welcoming surf town. It's great.
All right, I'll catch you later. Go for a surf.